everybody, and welcome back to my first dialing in the Line 6 Helix video post NAMM 2019. I never really did a video talking about my trip out there. A lot of the friends I was hanging out with have. Eric, Broadbent, Chad Husky did a great Helix hour yesterday. I had an absolute blast out there, just as a little side point, hanging out with some of the friends I've made over the last year online in the Line 6 Helix group. Chad, Johnny Lee, Steve Sterlacci, my buddy Dean came down with me. Eric Jr. was fabulous to hang out with. Met up with Frank Richot, Eric Klein, all the folks, Matt Ferguson, all the folks out at Line 6, Paul Shedden from Mission Engineering. It was just a blast hanging out and meeting face to face with these amazing people that I'd gotten to know online over the last year or so. So it was really cool. Thank you guys all so much if you're watching for making the weekend so wonderful. So for this dialing in, I'm gonna try to do this as quick as possible. I'm gonna do Iron Maiden's 2 Minutes to Midnight, which has always been a favorite of mine. I loved Maiden growing up, and this was always one of the first tunes that just really blew me away by them. So I thought it was kind of cool. You could really hear that tone in the intro to hopefully get it close. I'm playing my brand new Yamaha Pacifica 611 with Seymour Duncan pickups. Loving this guitar, plays beautifully. Please go check out the performance video. And the reason I'm laughing is lately I've been getting a lot of, not a lot, but a few comments from people on YouTube channels making fun of the faces I make apparently while I'm playing guitar solos. So I had a little fun with that. I think you always have to have fun with those things. So go check out the performance video. And I tried something. I tried a little solution during the first solo. You guys can please let me know in the comments if you think that it's a reasonable solution. Obviously, I'm kidding around, but anyways, go check it out. So I did a performance video using this preset for, I think I did like the intro, verse, pre-chorus, chorus of 2 Minutes to Midnight, and then I did both the guitar solos. The only issue is the backing track, the only thing I could find had a rhythm guitar part behind the guitar solo. So the only thing you're hearing in that whole performance video that is not this preset is just the rhythm guitar behind the guitar solos. So just a little disclaimer. But please go listen to it and tell me what you think of it. I think it turned out quite nice and it was a fun one to do. So let's jump into HX Edit and take a look at what I did with this. Okay, so I went with the Brit 2204 amp into a 412 Greenback 25. Okay, let's start at the end here though. I went with my Dynamics processor, LA Studio Comp, peak reduction of 5.5, gain at 5. Pretty typical. Played around with some EQ. Low cut at 100, high cut a little higher than normal at 14 kilohertz. 210 hertz with a fairly narrow Q of 7. I boosted 8 dB just to give a little bit of beef in the bottom without getting too boomy. 690 hertz with a Q of 0.9, I boosted 4 dB, and 3.5 kilohertz with a Q of 0.7, fairly wide, a couple octaves, 2.5 dB boost there. Okay, I went with a plate reverb with a decay of 3.5, pre-delay of 15 milliseconds, and a mix of 28%, just to give it a little bit of ambience. I have two snapshots here, rhythm and lead. The only difference is on the lead, the delay comes in, okay? And I have the tempo set at 188, which is the approximate tempo of 2 Minutes to Midnight. I set it at a half note, just because it's such a fast tempo, the quarter note almost gave like a bit of a slapback effect. It wasn't really an echo, right? So setting that at a half note fixes that. Feedback at 18% and mix at 25%. Split crossover was set a little higher than I normally go at 1500 hertz, 1.5 kilohertz, and I boosted everything above that by 5 dBs. Get some of that sizzle that's in this sound. Everything below that I didn't touch. I went with a 421 dynamic mic, which is different for me, set at an inch. A lot of times I go to the ribbons, but this has that, like I said, that sizzle to it that I wanted to maintain. And on the amp, a drive set at 6.5, bass at 5, mid treble and presence cranked at 10, channel volume at 8.2. I found that actually I could have probably gone higher with that. The volume on this was a little lower, but whatever, you can fix that up for yourselves. And master at 5, I didn't touch the deeper controls. So that's basically what it sounded like. So let's do this. Let's shut off the EQ, verb, delay, split crossover, and we'll just go with what the amp sounded like with the compressor at the end. That sounded like this. Not bad. Let's put that EQ in. Actually, let's put the reverb in, just to give it that. You know, it's not going to be hugely noticeable, but it is there. Let's put that EQ in now. Without. With. All right, let's put the split crossover in now. All right, and if we add that delay in, I was really liking this. Bitey, not abrasive though, and it really cuts in the mix nicely. So that's what I did for my Iron Maiden 2 minutes to midnight solo, tone, sorry. Please go check out the performance video. I was having some fun with it, messing around with some folks who were leaving me some comments and whatnot, so that was enjoyable. But don't let that distract from the playing and the tones and everything. So check it out and let me know what you think. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I got some really cool videos coming up, some new products that I got, and I think you guys will enjoy. Yeah, so some exciting stuff coming up. And again, thanks for tuning in, guys. This will be up on Custom Tone, so go download it if you're interested in getting something that's in the ballpark of Maiden-ish 2 minutes to midnight-esque tone. All right, thanks again for tuning in, guys, and I'll be back soon, and we'll chat then. Ciao for now.